been a while since our last show, Pat. You know, the last one that we did in this room, sitting right over here, looking at a big, massive tree branch that went through the closet. That was pretty fun.
When was that?
That was, according to YouTube, it was released like middle of July of last year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Time flies. You know,
Yeah.
you're having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in New Zealand for a while, so we talk about the room just briefly. The tree fell on it, and I ran some pictures at the beginning of the show. It took to October, and we're now in our new room, and here's some pictures of the new room. It's great. It's same space in the air, but everything in it's new. And then after that, I went to New Zealand. Let me adjust the microphone here a little bit. There we go. For a month, and now we're back. And Pat's been out running around doing what Pat does, which is buying and selling gear and making people happy.
And run around and yeah.
Yeah, you can run around and drive around.
Yeah. Did a lot of horse trading, going to all the stores, guitar shows. And
You do that a lot.
stuff. I do.
Man, Pat was doing that when I met him. Actually, he came in looking for another Mark. He came in and said, "So you have a 56 Les Paul?" I was thinking to myself, probably not for long. Maybe I should put another screwdriver mark right in the middle of the pickups.
There's a long story about that,
Yeah.
and we'll get into that.
Nancy
later.
Wilson's happy with that guitar.
Well,
so
as
just
long as she's
knock it
happy
off.
with it, you know, whatever it takes to keep the girl happy.
That's right. So somewhere along the line, Pat can tell you about, he has some patent number humbucking pickups. And we thought it would be kind of interesting to go, the difference between the price of, let's say, a original PAF. Let's say they're in good shape and haven't been rewound, so they're original. What's like the price difference of like a PAF compared to a patent number humbucking that still is wound with enamel wire and still has the same stuff? In other words, it's the identical pickup,
same
but
thing.
it has a different decal on the bottom.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what the values are. I know people ask this and that. What's kind of a ballpark of what they go for?
Yeah, you know, they're if they're real patent applied for, it's with the stickers and all that, and they haven't been messed with. You know, if they have the covers on them still and all that, they can be $5,000-$6,000 each.
Yeah, so
You
I mean,
know.
black ones. So obviously, double whites would be more.
Oh, yeah.
Zebras.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's say we're talking just about double blacks.
Yeah, just double blacks. You know, I have a friend who just sold a pair of them for, I think it was $7,500, and that just sold them about 6 months ago for that. So that, you know, the prices keep going up on them.
Yeah.
So,
How about patent number pickups?
well, that's the same type of thing, but people are, you know, they want the PAF sticker on them. Identical pickups, same everything, wires, same machine, same people wound them probably, and they're about half that price. So, you know, $2,500 maybe for one, you know, $5,000 for a pair.
Yeah, it's still rarefied air. I mean, it's not like, you know, they're not costing a lot of money, but if people are into following us and following the performance that you would get out of, let's say, a PAF, and your option would be that you could buy a patent number sticker pickup that still has the purple wire on it and all that stuff like that.
Yep.
How would they compare sonically is kind of where we're going with this. So you have a couple of guitars here. So what is this gold one that's over there?
This is it's a Les Paul.
He's dead.
It says that right up here.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got a couple of patent number pickups in them that are, I don't know what they're off of, something 70 or something in the 60, you know, whatever, 3, 2,
Before they went to the poly wire, the orange wire.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have to have the enamel purple wire on them. You know,
Yep.
physically they look like they're the same pickup, but they have a different sticker on them. I think that's the deal.
Yeah. And of course, these don't have the covers on them, and we're going to be using this, comparing this with Oscar.
Yep.
That does have the covers on it, and whether that makes a huge difference or not, that's up for you to decide, I suppose. But
I mean, given the difference between one pickup and another,
yeah,
it's hard to say. But yeah, good point. Where'd you
And-
get those pickups in their guitar?
I stole them. That's
Another
Goodwill.
another widow thing that.
I had a friend who had a couple sets of them kicking about, and we did some horse trading on some guitars, and I ended up getting this guitar from him also with the pickups in it. So, you know, I think it sounds good.
Yeah.
But that's for
That's
all
for you to find
decide.
out.
So,
And then we have this guitar, which used to be mine a few years ago, but it's a nice custom shop, 96 custom shop 335. And it also has the patent number humbuckings in it, but it does have covers on it. And we're going to compare that to a early 6355 that's mono with no baritone in it, and see how they compare with the original PAFs. Yeah.
cool. Nice guitars. Nice rig. Why'd you ever get rid of that? Oh, because he wanted to go to New Zealand, in Australia, in Germany, in Vietnam. Where'd you go? Where else did you go? You went. This guy's been everywhere.
I like to travel. I have a traveling wife, and then I just go with her. Yeah, this will be fun. We're going to run these guitars. One of them we're going to run through this new reissue Marshall head that sounds real good. I use it a lot in my studio. It doesn't grind that much. It's actually pretty clean. And we're going to get some clean sounds, and then we'll get some overdriven sounds with the infamous Vox AC10 SRT through a single 12-inch Celestion Alnico speaker from the later part of the 60s, mic'd up with a Royer 121, and run into Luna as an operating system for the digital thing. So yeah. Okay, the demos are going to be about, some of them maybe 2 minutes long. I do the neck pickup and I do the bridge pickup. For those who don't have time to wade through the valuable information that Pat and I convey to you, the people of the world, you can't really put a price tag on that, but if you could.
Yeah, there's no way.
No way.
No way.
No, you could send bars of gold and it still wouldn't be enough.
Well.
But, okay, 1 or 2 bars of gold. Yeah. Well, I'll let you know if that's enough. So anyway, I'm going to put down below the where in the recording each guitar is, so you can zip back and forth and do your own comparisons. But we just feel that, like, talking about the guitar, playing the guitar for a while, and kind of get a feel of what it sounds like as if you were in the room with us is more important than efficiency. It's kind of like a learning experience.
It is.
Kind of like going to a high-priced school. Like, veterinarian school. You still have a dog?
Yeah. He's buried in the backyard, but still have him.
Oh, thumpa thumpa. Yeah. That's sweet.
We'll get into that story later.
A little bit later on. Okay, here are the demos. 96 custom shop 335 with the patent number pickups through the Marshall. Treble. I back it off just a little bit so it's on like 8.5, because Bigsby on this. Very, very subtly used. Bridge. It does cool things with the Bigsby. It takes on some overtones, doesn't it? Pretty too. Makes a lot of difference when you turn it up, right? That brightness kind of comes in there. It's a big deal. Bridge. .355 through the Vox. Start on the neck pickup. Turn it up a little bit more. It was on 6. Does not have a treble bleed cap in here, resistor in here, so as you turn it down, it gets darker. Treble position. It's got some snaky stuff going on there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right in this. Sounds very PAF-y. Cool. Bridge pickup. Sounds really good. Woohoo! Wow, it's like that's between 9 and 10. Incredible. Hear it immediately, the difference of what sounds great, like very bluesy, obviously very bluesy sort of thing. Bridge. Smoky. It's got that attack up in those upper strings of.
It's got that clarity, you know, up high too. That
It does.
it just has it.
In the overtones that are happening off of the note.
You know, you get that amplifier and that guitar and those silver bell speakers.
And then what? That's what you get.
You know, it's. I think you're just done. I mean, what else is there?
Double neck. Well, there's our demos on it. Give us not give us our comments because we already know what we're going to say.
We do.
Yeah. Give us your comments on it. And what do you think about that stuff?
Pretty cool stuff. But my opinion on it doesn't really matter. It's y'all.
Y'allskus.
That's right.
We're going to release another video at the same time, so you actually might have even seen this, people, is introducing the Doug and Pat Show Marketplace. The idea here is that we know a lot about vintage instruments, and Pat O'Donnell over here has been buying and selling vintage instruments literally since the day I met him, which was probably 1972, I think, something like that.
About 50 years
Well,
ago. Wasn't
I've
it?
had my back
50
just,
years ago.
Yeah.
Dan, if there's anything that y'all are looking for, and we don't have, I'm sure Doug can find it for you.
I can find it for you. I'll call Pat, and then that'll be the way that I'll find it.
We'll find it for you. We'll hunt it down.
So anyway, we're going to do that show next, and we hope to hear from you. Thanks, guys. I'm Doug.
And I'm Pat.
See you next time.
Bye.